Hi, I'm here with Mike Roberts. Mike Roberts heads our e-commerce practice at Ogilvy One, and he also manages the practice that we use with IBM. So he's at the intersection of two very different worlds, one a consumer world and one a B2B world. And so maybe you can talk to us a little bit about the idea that e-commerce maybe has changed or hasn't changed, is it, in a continuous world. Can you unpack that for us?
Well, I mean, it's interesting because a lot of the things that Ogilvy has historically done, we are still doing. I mean, the whole we sell or else is still a very relevant thing. We're just selling in an age where the customer experience is largely technology enabled. We have defined commerce very broadly to include not only the way you engage with the customer online or through devices, but in the store as well. And the continuous part is that it's seamless across any way a customer wants to engage with their brand, that you meet their needs. So that's really where the seamlessness comes from. But the CRM capabilities are the classic Ogilvy CRM capabilities. Mobile is an incredibly important part of the overall commerce story. More touch points, more ways to engage with clients. Mobile devices do some things well, other things not. Social is huge. The reviews, the whole way of engaging with customers socially that didn't exist before. So it's really those things, mobile and social, that make it our version of e-commerce. But a lot of the other things is still, it's just the way you deal with customers and the way you sell to them and get them to know your products, be aware of your products, want your products, and buy your products.
So that's core competency to an ad agency like Ogilvy that's been around as long as it has. But is there any part of it that you've had to completely reinvent as you've looked at the world becoming seamless?
I think that part of it is we've had to reposition it. Because I remember when we first started down the path towards e-commerce, I would go to the CRM team and they would say, wait, we're not e-commerce, we're CRM. So helping people understand its role across the entire spectrum of ways you can engage with the customer. So there's been a lot of change there, helping people reframe what they do. We have this whole e-commerce space has pushed us more into the technology world. So Ogilvy historically, globally, does not have a deep technology development capability, and it's not something we're going to invest in right now. So we're partnering, which is a great story as well. It takes a lot of different skill sets to support a customer, end customer, but also to support a client as they go through this agenda. It's very transformative for them. And to be able to bring best of breed partners together has been a key initiative over the past year. And that's really driven a very different way of thinking for Ogilvy.
So in a way, our continuous commerce practice and thinking about it is almost like the middleware, if we were to talk about technology, between the things that we know and we've always done and the client that we have to serve in a new way.
Right. So the world has evolved, just as it evolved when TV came along. It was a new way to engage with customers. It was very different than print. So we evolved because our clients needed us to, and their customers needed them to. So it's really just the next phase. And in 3 years, something new will come along, and we will evolve and be successful there as well. So it's just about, to me, everything that has ever been done at Ogilvy. It's just taking it to the next level and adding in the things that are newer, mobile, social, everything being so technology-driven, data, being able to capture data and leverage data. So the technology is what really ties it all together. So before we didn't need to be so seamless. You couldn't be so seamless. Now you have to be that seamless. And that's really what the cornerstone of the continuous commerce story is.
Well, thank you very much for telling us that story.
Pleasure.